what's going on this week. I just today actually watched some of the presidential debate of the United States, the United States presidential debate, and it was interesting. I'll say that it was interesting because it's such a spectacle now. The presidential debate is such a spectacle, and if you're looking in terms of being informed, it's not very productive, I don't think. But it is what it is. That's what we say. It is what it is, and if you look at it as a spectacle, it's quite impressive as far as a form of entertainment. They've really brought the entertainment aspect into it, and it may have dumbed it down quite a bit. Dumbed it down. If you dumb something down, it's a phrasal verb. If you dumb something down, it means you make it less intelligent. You make it, I was trying to find a politically correct, a proper way to say that. You make it less intelligent. You take the intelligence out. But going back to the presidential debate, it kind of looked like a sport almost, which I don't really like, because there's this idea now that well, I don't like candidate A, so I guess I'll vote candidate B. I'll support candidate B, sometimes even strongly. But I think there's a flaw in that thinking, because just because I don't like this option doesn't mean I have to be supportive and fully supportive and behind this option. We need something else. We need a different kind of mentality, a different kind of thinking. And I don't know who I'm supporting. I don't know I'm not supporting either main candidate. And if I were living in the United States, and I may fill out an absentee ballot, but I really don't know, because look at the options. And just because you may not like or you may be afraid of one, does that mean you have to be supportive of the other? I don't think so. But I think together we can think of another option, and we can make another option possible. It'll have to start, because we all have different strengths and weaknesses. It'll have to start with a group of people with certain strengths that others don't have, to get the ball rolling, to think in terms of another option, to think in terms of what we can do to have a more moderate view and a more moderate election. And moderate in terms of, does it have to be so extreme? That's a good format if you propose a question when you're saying something. Does it have to be? Does it have to be? Is it necessary? Does it have to be so extreme? I don't know. Maybe so. But it was very interesting as far as entertainment, and I enjoyed it in that. What else happened this week? I ride my bike to work. I used to ride the bus to work, but to take the bus to work, I would have to get up early, and then I would have to walk to the bus stop. And then sometimes I would make a bus. If I missed the one bus, I would have to wait until the next bus came. So that made me late. Well, it didn't make me late because I always left early, but it could have made me late. So now I think I ride the bike because I have more control of my time. I just used to and would. We're going to study that today. But as I was riding my bike to work one day this week, I think it was Wednesday. No, it was yesterday. As I was riding my bike to work yesterday, I leave at 7 a.m., so it's still dark outside. I'm riding to work, and there's not many people out at 7 a.m. and I was on the bike path. The lane that you ride your bicycle, if your town has a lane specifically for bikes, a road specifically for bikes, it's called the bike lane or the bike path. Bike lane, bike path. You can use either one. But I was in the bike path, and there was another bicycle coming my way, coming in my direction. And I saw him up ahead, and I saw that he was on his bicycle and he was texting somebody on his phone. And I saw him coming, and I saw him slowly coming into my lane. The lanes are your side of the road. So that's in the bike lane, my bike lane, your bike lane. Or in a car, the car lane goes this direction or this direction. Your spot, your zone is your lane. So he was coming into my lane slowly, still texting, not even looking up. Until he came so close to me, I thought he was going to look up, and I had to yell. I said, "Yo!" And he looked up. Just in time, I swerved. Swerved is moving your car or moving your vehicle to move, to miss something, right? This kind of action, swerve, swerve. It's also used to mean like con, a more figurative way, to con somebody. I signed that deal, it was a bad deal. They didn't give me my product. They swerved me. They conned me. They tricked me out of money and basically stole my money. If somebody lies to you or cons you, they swerve you. It means go around you to continue. And that's what you do if you see something in the middle of the road. You swerve to miss it. You swerve to miss it. You swerve to miss it. So I swerved a little bit, but our handlebars were, they hit each other. His handlebar hit my handlebar, but because I was prepared, I didn't fall. He fell a little bit, and he apologized. I mean, what else are you gonna do? I mean, sentence starter from last week, do you remember? I mean, what else are you gonna do? Of course he apologized, and that could have turned out a lot worse. So it's a pet peeve of mine. A pet peeve is something that bothers you very much. A pet peeve of mine is people walking and texting at the same time. That's one. That's a pet peeve of mine. Riding a bicycle, having any sort of fast wheels like roller skating while texting, and especially driving while texting is just irresponsible. It's not a pet peeve, it's just irresponsible and dangerous. So please, if you're riding a bicycle, don't text. If you're driving, please don't text. It's so very dangerous. Imagine, would you ever close your eyes and drive for the amount of time that you look down at a message? How long does it take you to read a message? Open up your phone and whatever your chat app you use, WhatsApp, Facebook chat, your text messages, Kakao Talk, whatever form of communication you normally use, open it up to a random text message and look down and count how long does it take you to look at that and process it. Maybe 2 seconds? Okay. Would you drive a car or would you ride a bike, and especially driving a car, and close your eyes for 2 seconds? Would you feel comfortable doing that? Now, take the time it takes to not pay attention and open up the chatting app and then look and read the text message. That might be 5 seconds. So now you're closing your eyes for 5 seconds while driving a car or while riding a bike or riding a skateboard, or even walking. It's irresponsible and it's dangerous for those around you. So please don't text and drive. Seems pretty common sense. Common sense.